Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out.
Thanks, Alex. Well, here we are. This is Miami F1 2022 game, and of course, a huge thank you to the EA Creator Network for making it possible for me to share this with you.
Almost ready to take the start of the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
So we're kicking off this video with one of the brand new features of F1 22, and that is the broadcast formation lap. This is basically giving the opportunity to not have to drive the formation lap if you don't want to. You can still do that, or you can now watch it in all of the dynamic camera angles that you would expect to see if you were watching F1 on the TV, all focused on your driver. Now this is the broadcast formation lap for the race that you're about to see in this, but how did we get to this point? What set this grid? Well, also brand new to the game are sprint races, and in this weekend setup I actually set up that we'd actually decide the grid for the main race via a 5-lap sprint race, and what you're seeing now is the first lap and then some highlights of what actually happened. Driving in the Mercedes as George Russell, we started off in 5th place and didn't have too bad a start, and to be honest I was pretty happy with how we got on in this first lap. I'll also be showcasing in this video the brand new broadcast pit stop and safety car features. Again, these can be switched on or off, it's completely up to you how you want the actual race and the gameplay to evolve as you go through. Now, as I say, these cars are set to realistic, so I'm guessing when they set the car standards and the speed of the cars, they may have seen the first test, because obviously this isn't the final game, so the Mercedes are actually performing pretty well, unlike how they're doing in real life, and obviously all of the porpoising issues that they're having along with being not that fast. Maybe that will change in Miami this weekend for the real race. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. But driving as George Russell here in this sprint race, it wasn't a bad start from 5th. We then made it through into 4th, taking on Verstappen, but we soon lose out to him down this straight once again. And then it's a fight with Alonso as we move into those final stages of this sprint race. So F1 22 is releasing on July 1st, and I cannot wait. From what I've played on it so far, it feels really good, plays really well. Miami being included, and obviously amendments to other tracks as well that needed updates. So the brand new cars, the brand new tracks are all leading to what should be another very strong release, as the growth of F1 in the real world and the demand for it, especially in the US, is really growing. It could see some massive numbers for this game on its release. Also to point out as well, VR is also available. It is available in this build. I've not tried it just yet, but I may try and do that, but I'll probably need a bucket by the side of me as well if I am going to be doing that. But very intrigued to see how VR works with F1 22. So as we approach the end of this sprint race, you can see Alonso giving me a bit of a fight going into the first corner, but he gets a little bit all over the place, and I can then look to take him through turns 2 and 3 and then hold that position all the way through to the finish line, meaning we will start the grid for the main race in P5.
Welcome to the Miami International Autodrome, home of the Miami Grand Prix. This exciting track circumnavigates the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the NFL outfit, the Miami Dolphins. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I am sure it's one which will please the fans.
You may also notice Alex Jakes is the commentator that I've chosen on this. So again, you can switch between him and Crofty for the races. Here we go, 5 lights, and they are gone, and we are go. It's not a bad start. And we're pushing already past Verstappen into 4th, and we're on the inside of Sainz going in to turn 1, and now we're even pushing Perez, but he gets a good drive. And we've also got Sainz there coming back on the inside of me, but he is forced to pull out. I get a little bit all over the place going through T4, but we maintain 3rd place, but soon,
come on, you can win that place back.
On that back straight, we lose out to Sainz and we can't quite get that position back. We find ourselves heading into lap 5. Again, here we go. Fastest lap of the race on that previous lap. Pretty happy with that performance on these soft tyres, but again, we're in trouble. Leclerc right behind us. He's got DRS.
Understood. Copy that.
We're low on ERS. Wasn't worth fighting that one, but we will try and make a little bit of a lunge. But played the safe route. As we get closer to the pit stops. Lap 7, it's now Verstappen. This long back straight with DRS, sector 3. It's definitely a place that we're going to see a lot of overtaking. But I managed to hold off Verstappen here, and then we've got a few cars hitting the pits a lap earlier than me, including Hamilton. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are leading the Miami Grand Prix. But we do still need to pit. So it's all about being as fast as I can, but actually these soft tyres are starting to go off. I found with my driving style, which, don't get me wrong, I am nowhere near a very good driver on this, but I'm pretty happy with my performance so far from what I'm doing on F1 22. Soft tyres, I was good at the start, and then on mediums, I was better as a few laps into those tyres. But here you can again see one of the brand new features, the broadcast pit stop.
Go. No problems, very smooth. Mercedes will be no doubt very happy with that stop.
Fully automated from the start of the pit lane to the end of the pit lane.
Clear the white line on the exit will receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Where you then take back control. We come back out in 5th place, kind of where we started, here on lap 9. Sector 3, the back straight again, and Verstappen just gets such a great run on us with DRS and just blasts past us.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
So this is where I was struggling a little bit to get these medium tyres up to temperature. And again, you'll see from this lap, Verstappen going flying past me is also going to pull off the fastest lap of the race, taking that away from me. So it's all about now staying as close as we can to then, as I get used to these tyres and they come back to me, I can start reeling them in. Lap 11. It's not been a bad one. Within a second of Verstappen, and there it is. We take the fastest lap back. And then lap 13. It all nearly goes horribly wrong. Got my braking completely wrong there. Managed to avoid the rear of Verstappen, but then lap 14, we sent one down the inside. Made it stick, and we are up into P3 podium places.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
But Max wasn't going to give this up easily. He is fighting back tooth and nail on this final lap.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
And it's whether now I can hold my nerve, but Max makes an incredible move through turns 5 and 6. And now it's on me. I've got hardly any ERS overtake left. Letting it charge a little bit and then putting it straight back on before we hit the DRS line for the second DRS section of the lap. And hoping that I can get enough of a run. He doesn't have DRS on his teammate because Perez is chasing down Hamilton. We're going to go around the outside of him here in turn 11 and make it stick as we head through the very technical 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. And then final lap, Max did try and send it, but I managed to hold him off with literally pretty much 5% ERS left. We use every single ounce of it as we cross the line to achieve a podium here in Miami. And to round things out, we get driver of the day.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today.
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
So there we go. A 1-3 for Mercedes, Perez second spot. And it's on to the Podium Plus. Here is another new feature. The winner of the race gets a nice little walkout as they make their way to the podium. So very happy with my performance there. Hope you've enjoyed watching this Miami gameplay of F1 22. Thanks again to EA Creator Network, but as I said and I promised, here is the brand new broadcast feature for the safety car. So once you catch up to the safety car itself, it then takes you to this, which splits between the laps. So rather than just sitting behind the safety car for lap after lap after lap, as everyone gets together, it then brings everyone to the forefront until the safety car ends, and you can carry on racing. Like the video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Let me know down in the comments what you think of F1 22, and I'll speak to you again very soon in another F1 video.